Hiya, Honest Discussioner here. This is the first installment of Bourbon Musings with the Honest Discussioner. Basically, same as all of my other videos, just I'll be drinking bourbon during it because I like it and it's very delicious and I've worked hard all day and deserve it. This right here is Blanton's. It is a single barrel Kentucky bourbon. It is very delicious, relatively expensive. I think it's like $40 to $50 a bottle, and I got it kind of for myself for Christmas. And very hard to find a better one than this without, spending hundreds of dollars, I think. I've tried many of them, and this is by far the best. Anyway, there's a video going around YouTube right now, but I think it's posted by a YouTuber by the name of To Be Serious, and it is asking people what they think would make the best society. Now, I'm pretty sure the Christians and the atheists are going to have some very different things to say on this, and I'm going to tell a quick story that involves religion, but I don't want to make this a rag on Christianity at all. I'll save that for the other 95% of my videos. But I actually went to a Catholic school at one point for graduate education, and I thought it would be okay. I wasn't going to go there and debate them. I was not going there as the honest discussioner. I was going there as just me to learn and get the degree. I wasn't going to challenge anything or cause any trouble or be disrespectful to anyone's faith or even bring it up, really. Tried very hard not to, and I think I succeeded. Anyway, during one of my classes there was a nun teaching it who really didn't like me from the get-go, and I tried very hard to please her, and it didn't work. If she ever watched this video, she'd probably think I was lying out of my ass, but I assure you I'm not. I would hope that people that have seen me on my videos know that I'm a pretty decent person who, wants to be fair and honest with everyone. Again, check my name, Honest Discussioner. Anyway, we had gotten to the fact to a point in a discussion where we were talking about what caused a very bad event to happen. I forget what it was. It was probably something of prejudice, because that was one of the main themes of the course. And I wrote down in my paper that I thought the major cause of that event and all other bad events was ignorance. And she put a red mark next to that and said, "Do you really think that ignorance is to blame here?" And I said yes. And she questioned me further on this and said, ignorance did not do this, as though because there was a literal entity, there was no literal entity called ignorance that did this act, that ignorance was not to blame here. And she said that I understood what she was talking about, and I was and basically she implied that I was just being difficult. And I said, no, I don't understand what you're talking about. And she gave me a look and turned away, and I just let that drop at that point. But I really do believe that. I really do believe that the majority of our issues in this day and age are, if not all of our issues, our problems, are created through or by ignorance. When you take people that are racist, it's not that they necessarily are bad people. It's that they're ignorant. When you have untruths circulating around and perpetrating themselves, that does not lead to anything beneficial. Think of the person that cuts you off in the morning, and you get, when you're driving to work, and you get very angry at them. What if, at that moment, you instantly understood everything about that person? Now, before this is just a random person that happens to be giving you a tougher drive to work, and you might be very miffed at this person. But if in that instant you instantly understood everything about the person, do you think you'd still be angry? Or do you think you'd understand the reason why he cut you off. And I'm not saying that it's okay to do bad things, but I think through understanding not only ourselves but other people, we can do a lot of good in this world. I think that if everyone took the time to understand people, especially individuals, especially the individuals they don't like, that much of the war, crime, suffering, and problems that we have as a society and a culture would disappear. So if you want to know my opinion, not that any of you specifically asked, my subscribers, about what would make a good society would be a society that understands, that fights ignorance in any and all of its forms. And that's what I'm asking you, theist, atheist, deist, person, human being, to do, is to find someone or something that you disagree with and you don't like. It doesn't be religious or anything. And try to understand this person and where they or this idea is coming from. Try to get into their head. Walk a mile in their moccasins or shoes or whatever they happen to be wearing. If they're a girl and they're wearing heels, maybe wait until they get sandals, because I'm sure those things hurt. And ladies, I don't know how you do it. But seriously, take some time to understand that which you despise. Now, I'll admit, this nun I did not really like very much, or at least not towards the end. I tried very hard to please her, and I failed, obviously. And she did, which seemed to be everything she could to, make things hard for me, despite her outward appearances of being such a nice person. You could kind of, to me, it sounded like you could always hear the fakeness in her voice when she addressed people she didn't like. Maybe that's just me. But I understand a little bit about her and why she was that way. She probably thought that I was just a smartass that wouldn't be good for the school, and she tried to do everything she could because she thought that was what would be right, would be to screw me over. I'm not happy about it, and it was the wrong thing to do on her part, I feel, but I understand, and that helps me be less angry and a little bit more at peace with the way things went down with that. And I'm okay right now. That educational path didn't pan out, but where my life's going right now I'm pretty happy with. So I don't know if I can honestly say if I've forgiven her or not, but I've done my best to understand her. And it's not a perfect understanding, but it's a step in the right direction. So again, I want all of you out there to please think of something or someone you don't like, and think about how it would be to be like them and why they are the way they are. And I think it'll do you and them some good. So please, comment sections down there, tell me what you think, and here's a nice challenge. Tell me come up with a problem that was man-made that did not arise from ignorance, directly or indirectly. I don't think you're going to be able to, but it'll be an interesting conversation. Have a nice day. Honest Discussioner, out.